Hey everybody, JQ Crafty here. Welcome to day 23 of our fantastic collaboration of Scraptember 2021 and 30 Days of Sketches with Cristy from Cristy's Beautiful Life. You saw a lovely sketch we are using today. Today the prompt is hearts, which is perfect because this sketch eludes hearts or exudes hearts, I should say. One giant heart. I thought I would do this adorable picture of my niece during her first year of life. She's so cute. And then I have a lot of fun goodies from Colorcast Designs that kind of go with her onesie she's wearing. These beautiful acrylic flowers that I think they were like an April or May release because it was like Easter time. And then I have these awesome wood veneer hearts and flowers as well. So I want to incorporate those. I think I'm also going to use the amazing stencil from Scrapping Reflections. It's like a giant heart with florals all around it. So stay tuned for that. I think I'll pull that out. Not sure what else for collection wise I'm going to use. I might play with some papers that I have from a Prima collection that was earlier this spring because it's kind of got all these colors in it, but we'll see. I don't need a lot of papers, I don't think. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So yeah, stay tuned and let's get started. So the first thing I decided was to not do the Prima collection. I decided I should probably just use up what I have left sitting over here from my Product Focus Fridays because I don't have much left of the Dear Lizzie collection. So I'm taking this pink pattern paper which has black and white stripe on the back, and I'm taking the center of the stencil and I'm tracing it, and I'm going to cut out a heart. That way I have a heart the exact shape, the exact size that I need to go in the center, and that's what I'm going to use. And I'm okay with there's going to be like a white border around it, but I'm fine with that because the mixed media I have the at least idea of, it'll work out well. So I just got some marshmallow cardstock. Here is the beautiful Scrapping Reflections stencil. I'm using my Make Art magnetic mat, or Let's Make It Make Art, I think. Magnetic, board mat. It's 12 by 12. And I'm using the ruler as well just to stabilize. So I'm taking this Prima snowflake paste. Basically, it is a texture paste that also has tons of glitter and like extra texture in it. So it's not just like a modeling paste. It's like a textured paste, and so it's going to be super, super sparkly. So it's going to be white on white. So I'm taking that and I'm putting it through the entire stencil. Now, I cut out a lot of it so you don't have to watch me painfully go through, but the stuff's nice and thick so it doesn't bleed well. As long as you have your stencil held down, it goes really, really well. So there I have it all done. I'm going to peel it off, reveal, so you can kind of see it. And now it's all dry, and look, it has a beautiful shimmer and shine. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm trimming down my photo, and so since I decided to use that pattern paper from the Dear Lizzie collection, I have another one that's hearts. I didn't want to bring any black in. At first I thought about matting the photo in black, but so far all my things I'm going to use, or at least I plan on using, are all light and airy, so I didn't want to bring any black in because then I'd have to really make sure I bring it in other places. So I tried to avoid it. Normally I like to bring black into ground, but this was one of the instances that just because of how bright and colorful and everything, and I wasn't bringing it in other places, I didn't want to bring it like around the photo, around the edge. I thought about it at the end because thank goodness for Scrappy Friends. I wanted some help and some advice, and I got some great advice and help from some Scrappy Friends I have, and I think the layout turned out phenomenal. So I'm trimming that down. I'm going to glue that photo to the heart, and then I'm going to put foam on the back of all of that. So that when I'm all done with everything else, foam. So I'm going to use some packaging, and we're just going to do packaging blobs of a bunch of shimmers colors. And I kind of went off of one, the acrylic hearts or acrylic flowers I had from Colorcast Designs, and two, what colors she has on her little onesie. So I have the colorings, well, Bluey Darn, it's one of my favorites. I have a tall bottle of it, and it's about halfway gone, so I still have tons of that. I'm going to also use Spritz Cotton Candy, which is a lighter pink. Coloring's Pretty in Pink, which is darker pink. And then no yoking colorings, no shimmer on that, but a beautiful bright yellow. And because a couple flowers that are in the acrylics are very bright yellow. They're not like yellow, mustard yellow. They're not neon, just a very bright yellow. And then Plum Tuckered Out is a nice kind of like lilac-y purple color. So I'm just kind of smooshing all around all the colors, and I'm loving the way it's turning out. I'm just kind of scattering it, not caring if there's like a rhyme or reason, just scattering it about, making sure there's all the colors are kind of throughout. And so this paper doesn't have gesso on it, so it's absorbing the color, but then also it's sticking to the paste. So it's giving it a really neat effect. And so it's absorbing into the paste as well as the paper. And I'm fine with that. That's kind of what I wanted. And it almost has like a tie-dye, watercolory, like somebody spilled paint on it. I really like the way it turns out. And I will add splatters more, and so they don't end up looking too much like splatters. Some of them do, but I'll add more at the end as well, because that was one of the suggestions from my Scrappy friends, was to add a little more color, which I'm glad they said that, because it did need a little bit more color throughout. But so a little more color will get added. I'm roughing up the edges of the heart just because I thought it needed some definition. And then I'm going to start, I'm going to glue that down, and then I'm going to start gluing down all the wood veneer pieces. I'm going to set the butterflies aside. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use them. I do end up using them, but I wasn't sure at the time if I wanted to use them. So I'm just going to start scattering all the acrylic flowers around, and then the wood veneer, the heart, and the circle that says, "You make me happy when skies are gray," and then a couple of the flowers that are also wood veneer, just to bring that all in, So this is where then I got to this point, and then I asked my friends, okay, did it look like I just sneezed a bunch of acrylic out, or does it look okay? And they loved it, and then they just had some suggestions, and I agreed. I was like, something needs to be done. Should I do a border? Should I do a squiggly border? What? And we had a lot of discussion about it, and then we decided, because that wood veneer piece says, "You make me happy when skies are gray." Cristy, actually from Cristy's Beautiful Life, and Katie Scott from Scrapping Sisters, both suggested I needed a frame or a doodly border. So we talked about doing a frame. I found a bright yellow from my giant Jilly Bean soup haul that I did recently. I believe this is from either a Halloween collection, or there's like a scientist collection. It's from a Halloween collection. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. Googly eye soup or monster eyeball soup, something maybe. And it was the perfect yellow. So I frame that, and I'm actually taking some. First, they suggested framing in the pink. Well, I didn't have enough of that pink left over, so I just took a couple chunks of the pink and tore it. Since I already distressed the heart, I figured I could add some more torn edge somewhere. So I trimmed off the edges of my background paper, and then I'm going to distress the outside, and then I'm going to take a few pieces of the pink and rip them, and I will tuck them between where the white meets the yellow. And so I'm not ripping into the white, but they're just going to be little pink torn edges around the edge, if that makes sense. You can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so just having a little pink like stick out over the yellow, and I love that look because it brings some of that pink to the outside, and kind of frames it in a triangle, and yeah, brings that pink. And so then we got to this point, so I did their suggestions, and I did that, and then I start looking for my title, and Cristy had the idea of doing "You Are My Sunshine" because you make me happy when skies are gray. And so at first we thought a yellow, but I didn't have quite the right yellow, and I wanted the right yellow. I wanted a bright yellow just because that all the other yellow is very bright. So I didn't want to completely change the yellow tone. And because that pink heart is such a pale color, it was really hard. I needed something like very substantial. Once again, I didn't want to do black because I didn't bring black in anywhere else. And we had talked about that, doing a dually black border, maybe bordering it with black and then matting the photo in black. But then it was just like, oh, then I'm bringing in, but we're like, depends on what kind of look I'm going for. And I just wanted bright and colorful. I didn't need that anchor of black. And I think the yellow serves as our anchor now, which I love the yellow border, and everybody else was like, yes, yellow border, perfect. So I found these like turquoisey blue alphas. I believe they are Doodlebug. I can't remember. And I did that. And then I said, okay, update, here we go. And they all agreed that the title just got kind of lost. And then Janet is so brilliant. Janet, I told her, thank goodness we had her around, because, and then I sang "My Scrapping Would Suck Without You" by Kelly Clarkson. because she goes, well, I was like, I don't have the right pink. I don't have the right blue. I don't have the right yellow. I was like, I need something darker. And she goes, well, why don't you just color one of your whites? Silence for reflection. Duh. So I have these amazing brush markers, and I have a pink that is the exact pink that I needed. So I took my favorite Paige Evans Tiny Foam Alphas, and I colored them pink because Janet is a genius. Duh. And I did those. So I painfully took off the blue. We'll see if I'll be able to use those again. I don't know. And I put down the white and colored them in pink, and it made a world of a difference. And I added the butterflies in because I thought I just needed a little bit more wood veneer. And then that way I could bring some wood veneer up to the top left of the heart to kind of tie it all in with the title. But brilliant friends. I honestly don't know what I would do without them. And then after I get all that done, I get all the letters stuck down. I don't need any journaling. Eventually I will write the date somewhere. I'm not sure what. Maybe I might just write it right under the title of when this was taken. I gotta look that up yet. But it was so easy to just brush color the alphas. Like why did I not think of that? But this is why you have scrappy friends and you need scrappy friends. So even if you don't think you have anybody to ask questions to, feel free to message me. I will help you because I appreciate my scrappy friends and their input so much. But anyway, this layout turned out phenomenal thanks to those scrappy friends and all the amazing stuff. Like, I love this one. This might be one of my favorites from 30 Days of Sketches. I've had a lot of favorites. I've had a lot of fun this month so far, and I feel like I've created some of my best stuff. I don't know if you guys would agree, but beautiful. So I added more splatters, and there you have it, you guys. Here's some amazing close-ups. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all of you who have subscribed, and thank you so much to my scrappy friends. One, for letting me join in on this and being there and helping my stuff not suck. Okay? I love you all. But yes, I appreciate you all. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you at the next video. Bye.